Hello and welcome to the brochure part 8. I think this is. It's been over 2 weeks, and I don't have any excuse for that except for that I'm lazy. And I'm here to read you another 50 rules from the brochure, so I hope you enjoy. Rule 451. SCP-096 is considered an asset to the brochure and if found, is to be handled with care and brought to headquarters. Rule 452. Sending a photographer into SCP-096's containment chambers is encouraged. The same can be said with a blind man in SCP-173. Rule 453. Tom Clancy is to be considered wonky. Rule 454. Tom Clancy is a great writer, and his books and games based off his books are to be cherished. Rule 455. Battle elephants are not legal during invasions. Rule 456. Dolphins are not to be trusted. They are well known for redacting humans and using humans as their toys. This isn't even a joke. Don't trust those things. Rule 457. Burger King coffee is to be treated with caution. Rule 458. When it comes to making rules, quality is better than quantity. Rule 459. No member of the brochure is permitted to drink the contents of ice packs. Rule 460. Microwaving fast food is forbidden. Rule 461. Brand loyalty towards Apple is seriously prohibited since they got rid of the headphone jack. Rule 462. Being overly offensive for comedic purposes is okay, but overusing it just kills the comedy. Rule 463. Ryan Reynolds is to be considered an enemy of the brochure. Rule 464. Molasses is not to be eaten on biscuits. Rule 465. Christian is the definitive Tetromino king. However, this may be disputed as one pleases. That one was written by Christian, ironically enough. Rule 466. Any member of the brochure using SCP-1495 is to always respond with "please no kill dog." If the response has already been used, come up with another variation of said phrase. Rule 467. You must not let Mr. Dolly's project... Rule 467. Rule 467. You must not let Mr. I can't read this one. Okay. Straight face. Rule 467. You must not let Mr. Dolly's projector break or he will degrade to a primal state. That's a story for another time. Rule 468. No member of the brochure is permitted to put trash cans on top of toilets. Rule 469. No member of the brochure is permitted to consume raw eggs through a straw. Rule 470. The brochure is to never be disrespected under any circumstance. Rule 471. The brochure is in no way affiliated with the I'm not trying. Nor will it ever be. Anyone claiming such will be punished accordingly. Rule 472. The brochure does not, nor has it ever, had access to nuclear weaponry. Rule 473. New Swabia has only one tie with the brochure and members, in which being that pilots of that failed expedition to contain an SCP crashed and were left stranded. Anyone stating the brochure has attempted or even finished a Nazi Antarctic base will be punished severely. Rule 474. Making an AI to write the brochure is encouraged, but should be tested constantly for bugs. Rule 475. Telling someone to hold this L is prohibited. Rule 476. Buying snacks, drinks, etc. at the movie theater instead of just sneaking them in is forbidden. Rule 477. At any given chance, Denmark is to be cut off from Europe and sailed to Iceland for reconstruction before returning to its proper place. Rule 478. Skyrim is to be considered an accurate piece of history. Rule 479. Under no circumstances is any member of the brochure to affiliate themselves with any group opposed to the FCP Foundation. Rule 480. Anyone with the name Boris is not to be trusted. Rule 481. The gallows is the official Discord of the brochure. Note, this rule has been changed. The official Discord server of the brochure is now the redacted Discord. All members are highly encouraged to join. Rule 482. Cursed or unnerving images are encouraged to be shared among members. Rule 483. Murdering somebody for stealing your cattle is forbidden. Rule 484. Spanish class is bad. If any member of the brochure becomes a teacher, learn what not to do from that class. For example, Have what you studied for the entire quarter be on the test. Rule 485. Spanish grades also do not matter. The notion that you have to exceed expectations to get over an 80 is absolutely absurd for a 8th grade class. Rule 486. Spanish class as a whole is so bad that it is to be disrespected at any chance possible. I think we got that. Rule 487. When disposing of a corpse, never just leave it somewhere. No matter what, it will be found in some time. Rule 488. Duolingo is the only true place to learn Spanish. Rule 489. Oklahoma by Jack Stauber is a sacred song to the brochure. Rule 490. We must honor the Duolingo owl. Rule 491. The song Flamingo by Caro Caro Bonito is a sacred song to the brochure. Rule 492. Do not trust bus drivers or janitors. Rule 493. Do not pull old man Jenkins out of his chair. Rule 494. In the event of a containment breach involving SCP-106, any person with non-official status is to be strapped into the femur breaker. Rule 495. Do not become a Wendigo. It's gay. Rule 496. The femur breaker scream is a sacred song to the brochure. Rule 497. Bonk players are to be mocked. Rule 498. Japanese tanks are not to be driven. Rule 499. Island hopping is prohibited. And Rule 500. When it is pizza time, no war crimes are to be committed. And that's it for the brochure, part 8, or whatever part this actually is. I hope you enjoyed, and hope you stick around for the next part. See ya.